Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Rose of Venus Tarot. It's Lacey. Thank you so much for clicking on to my video, ladies, divine feminines, dark feminines, light feminines, and all of my haters that decided to tune in. You're getting me paid, haters. Let's get into it. This is going to be a general collective energy reading. So please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Not every reading is going to resonate with everyone, and that is okay. Right off the bat, I'm getting that you guys are going to have to get used to being imitated. You're going to have to get used to people taking on your style, trying on your vibration, and trying to do things like you do things. Because a lot of you guys were meant to bring in the new world order. You were meant to lead by example, like into the age of Aquarius. Eventually, after trying on your style, people get a feel of authenticity, but imitated authenticity is going to confuse the system. So then they're going to start looking for real authenticity. A lot of people are looking to how they can, a lot of us, we're here to bring in the realness and the real life and to make people see other people as more human again. I feel like some of you guys could have had groups go against you, and then you were meant to awaken that whole group. It's like something about them got triggered. Like, why am I, all of us, going after this person? And a lot of it had to do with your differences and whatnot. A lot of you guys is because of your artistry, like, you're creative. You just think differently and outside of the box here. You know, um, this energy is surprisingly not that negative. It just feels like you guys might be annoyed that there's always somebody trying to do something like you, imitate you, maybe even get your attention, maybe like try to do you better than you do here. And then you just notice that a lot of people like take on your energy. I'm going to call on the divine though. Divine, please guide me and protect me as I dive into this collective energy. Please give me clear and concise and precise messages. Let me know what's going on in this collective energy. What do we need to know of? What do we need to be aware of here? I'm gonna bring some tarot cards in. There's a masculine energy that could have been involved with bullying you, and this isn't the first time he's bullied like a female, especially with another female. If this is some type of energy of like, oh, like because they wanted you to get that, being unique wasn't attractive. Why are you like that? Like type of energy is what they were trying to convey to you. Like, look, and the other girls, like, look, I'm a basic bitch. That's how I pull men. That's how I get along. Ha ha ha. They go along with whatever's in, and like they do that intuitively, and they conveyed something. Some of them even use magic spell work, and it's like this masculine energy is waking up from that spell because of watching you and seeing you as standing your divinity, and not just like he feels a special remorse, not just for you, but somebody else he could have bullied that he really loved. Like, he could have really loved a weird girl, a unique girl, somebody that was different, and he went against them like because they were different. This person broke their own heart and getting like chest pains here because it's like they promoted basicness in women. They promoted basicness, and not just in women. They promoted this amongst some of you guys, a specific culture here. Like like even like this isn't everybody. Some of you guys are white. Some of you guys are black. Listening to this message. But this person, and this just to specify their guilt, like because I feel like some of you guys could have been a group. So like black artists, creatives, and stuff, and you guys were there like specifically to lift each other up, get past that. If not, other you guys were in groups of people who were like, you were all weird, you were all musicians, you were all artists, because I be in both sides of the spectrum. At least I was in New York City. And then I noticed, like, because they just told me too, like I had people go against me. I assumed it was my skin tone because it reignited like, you know, my childhood wounds and like only having like Hispanic friends. Shout out to Sandra, Hector, all, Antonio, Tammy, all of my Spanish friends, because we were like, you look Hispanic, you look Puerto Rican. Like really said that when I was like a kid. I guess I did grow more into my features now and whatnot. Where most people do know that I am a Black American. I have some mixed ancestry, like Creole Negro, but you know, I grew up mostly American. But like you know, I had assumed that it was because of my color, and they told me like no, that group had went against two other women. They were dark skinned women and they were weird, and they we were only thing we all have in common is we all are artists. We all draw, create, and do something like you know creative. But this is like I don't know. That being said, and not just sticking to one basket, our eggs were not in one basket here, and I think that was intimidating. I'm like, you know, I'm like, that's neither here nor there, but you know, I feel like this is something you could have experienced, and it could have like it's screwing with somebody's head because their whole purpose, they let basic people come in and then turn against the creative people here and then make it about clout and being basic and didn't even realize that you guys were creatives and you were supposed to be creating and that you were one of the most valuable ones. And this is not the only valuable person that they lost. They lost like mad valuable women just because they were different, and now they crave that kind of difference like you know within them. Some of you guys, this could have been the person who lost you, but it's like you know like this is like how he feels. And some of you guys, yeah, you're definitely like a creative like person and you're white because it's like this type. You were a girl playing in a band, and then he let some girl that's like a fan, like a groupie, like basic type of person like come in and like shun you, and then like oh you're right, like you know wanted you to compete with her in ways you don't compete. And it's like yo, I'm your backup guitarist, why are you even trying to do that? And then like you know like this girl tried to out cool you, and then this person got caught up with a basic bitch. He forgot he was supposed to be making music. He was supposed to be making music with you. He was supposed to be focusing on the band, focusing on the creativity of things, and all of that other ish. It's like he was pulled by his ego and he's crying because of the amount of time and success he lost on bullshit here. Like, you know, this whole like humiliation thing that a lot of people like to engage in, like, especially going against like other women and creators in general. That's what I'm like, you know, I'm like, you know, neither here nor there. Like, you know, it didn't matter why you, like, why this person was bullying you. Let me pull some cards. What cards do I want? Let me pick a deck. I got the What's the Vibe deck, and the first thing I see is consequences. Consequences. Like this person is having a hard time dealing with the consequences of their action. It's specifically like, I don't know, a masculine here that feels really guilty because he just wanted a feeling of being cool. And like he feels like he lost his manhood by trying to go against another feminine energy here. I know a lot of my readings are very specific, and I do tune in to the downloads that I'm getting, the stream of consciousness. People are like, why do you make it about gender, race, this, that? Pick a different reading if it does not resonate. Like it's a reading. Like, you know, I hate to break it to you. I'm a real psychic, not a fake psychic. Bad choices, games, mixed signals coming out here. Yeah, this person feels like they made bad choices. Like, you know, when it came down to you, like in your energy, and they're receiving the consequences of that. Some of those consequences could be delayed career, and just like that feeling that they got, that high that they got, it ended once you guys aren't around. And then not only that, your success in your creativity is making them hurt. Like, you know, your success is making this person hurt, hurt, hurt. Like, you know, because they're like, I should have been with you. And the only thing that other person got is what? Is like what? What do they have besides like they don't have nothing compared to you. A part of these people could have been intimidated by you. Like and they needed somebody that didn't have anything. They needed somebody that wasn't successful. They needed somebody that was petty and like all about, like they really wish they could undo it. Like they wish they could unlike this, like, undo a relationship with this person and undo the hurt and pain they caused you. Somebody like really wants to come to you, cry towards you, like it, like love you, love on you. They definitely regret what they did to try to humiliate you. You know, we got epiphany, self-reflection. Some of you guys send me specific questions like mentally. I wonder if she's going to touch on that. Does this guy regret it? Some of you guys are specifically your content creators and this is somebody you created content with, like, in that way. And it could have like, and they could have tried to use another girl who created content to like make you mad and whatnot. And then next thing you know, you starting your whole company, you're doing more, getting more. And like, like I feel like, I don't know, clout was killed. Epiphany, self reflections, answered questions, untapped talents, untapped talents. This is the epiphany energy. Some of you guys can take it generally, like I said, because a lot of energy connects. This is just what happens. Like a lot of chosen ones go through the same things. So these people they're reflecting on their untapped talents and the fact that this other person doesn't have talents either here. Like, but some of you guys might be better off with other people who don't have talents. Like some of you guys, maybe as a musician, you weren't meant to be with another musician. I notice that happens in like a lot of even the music industry that I see, like we see here, like with Selena Gomez and then Haley Bieber coming in and kind of like bullying her, like, oh, Justin texted me, like, and then like, maybe Justin could not be with Selena. Like, I could see why. Like, everybody there seems a little unsufferable. That's neither here nor there, but that happens on a small scale too. There's always some basic girl that want to come out and like bully a weird girl, and then a lot of the times there could be masculine energies that want to go against the weird girl too and want to start trying to tell her how to appeal to men. Like, you got to, well, maybe if you weren't like this or you weren't like that, because all right, guys are not going to. And they use that, like, like some women just know how to grab men by their ego and like try to turn them against you. And that's just like, and feel powerful. Like, I'm going to just confidently feel like I'm better than her. And some of that, it attracts men in, and then you guys have other things in your brain, like, and then men be jealous of you because of your creative skills. Like, this is a musician, so he low-key see you as competition too. He saw women who have substance as competition, even down to your intelligence here. So your intelligence, and I didn't expect this to get into here, your intelligence had made this person go against you too. Like, that challenged his ego. Like, because he could be the intelligent one in that relationship. That's what she's saying. You can be smarter than me. You're so talented. Oh my God. As opposed to you who, like, you don't gas him up, you don't play with his ego like that, because why would you? We're both in a band. Who cares? Get on, sing. Like, here he felt like this is his cheerleader, like coming in and like, gassing him up. But some of you guys, you don't do that. And you're not interested in doing that. And you still are successful without that. Somebody like they're wondering if you're ever going to change to like get validation, but that doesn't get you love. Like, like somebody wants you to, I don't know, act in a certain way that you just don't care to, don't want to, don't, like, We got blocked, moved on, nothing to say. Stop calling here. You're blocking this energy from you. Like, yeah, this energy is blocked. You don't have anything to say to them. And I feel like this person, they can't really find the right energy to say to you. But there's some people who their heart hurts. We got feminine energy, gentleness, nurturing, mothering coming out here. You guys have a heavy amount of feminine energy, and your feminine energy is also mixed with, like, it could be misinterpreted as masculine energy here, especially when it's next to a very overly orchestrated type of feminine energy. Like, like a true feminine energy can be creative. It can be like it's not just somebody who's twirling their hair on the cheerleader. Like, I love that type of feminine energy too. I could definitely go very pink and like pink and fluffy stuff. Definitely pink, black, green, my favorite colors. Divine, please tell me more. Yeah, apology coming out here in reverse underneath feminine energy. Somebody might want to apologize to get back in your energy, but maybe this is them trying to think of, they don't know how to directly apologize because they feel like they didn't do nothing, but they kind of did motivate this feminine to go against you. And it kind of felt good when somebody was like trying to create competition, like for them, and like it made them feel like, manly here, made them feel like they had choices, like, they wanted to be involved in it. It's like, now they don't feel that way. If somebody feels really sick, yeah, we got envy and blocked here. You guys block this envy, like this envious person. They can't get your attention. They're definitely like, I don't know, weirdly obsessed with you, but they can't get your attention. Like, they want you to hurt over, like, I don't know, like because you're such a talented woman and a talented, feminine energy, and this feminine energy doesn't have anything to offer the world, like except for her looks. It's like no substance here, like they weathered a hollow female, but it's like a regret for entertaining this hollow woman, it's like because they're freaked out now that they know what somebody with a soul looks like, maybe watching you from afar, watching you build and watching you go on to do regular and normal things here. It's like, what was I going to gain from that? It's like they over exaggerated like a normal situation. Like if you want that person, have them. Like if you guys are truly happy together, why are you trying to be in my face? Well, I thought we could be cool. No, I don't need to be friends with somebody that tried to bully me. It's like I could feel that too. Somebody definitely feels the pain in their chest. They wish they would have handled things way better. Like there's quite a few people just because you guys moved on. Yeah, tension, stressed out, migraines, worry coming out here, epiphany. This woman just wanted your man just so that, she could feel something for you. We got paranoid coming out here in reverse. Consequences of your under consequences. Somebody wanted you to feel paranoid, but I feel like you guys don't feel any sense of paranoid. They wanted you to feel like, I don't know, hmm, like you being harassed was like a consequence of you being different. And if you just gave it up, you stopped playing in a band, you stopped having green hair, you stopped liking tattoos, you stopped doing tarot readings, you stopped, whatever weird thing, you stopped posting cat videos, you stopped using memes, then people wouldn't make fun of you, and that's just, you're grown. And it's like a lot of men got to learn that too, because so many women get harassed and bullied online. It's like all of us, because they feel like we shouldn't be doing anything, like existing except for men. I see sexualized girls get bullied, tarot readers get bullied. Like, and the only thing I'm not seeing is a whole lot of men get bullied online here. Maybe rappers, like, man, your mixtape suck, blah, 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 blah. Man, like, sometimes, but like, it does not go as far as when the feminine energy is daring to show up. I see skinny women get bullied. I see big women get bullied because you're not supposed to be that big. You're not supposed to be that small. And then it's like a woman raising dogs, especially if she's attractive. Why are you raising dogs and wolves and stuff? You should start an OnlyFans. Why are you having OnlyFans? You're broke. You should get a job. Why do you have a job? I'm gonna sexually harass you. Let's see how bad you need this job. And it's just a lot of hell on women in like a lot of places, like across the world. We have it way worse than any man alive on this planet. And I don't care what color your skin is, whether you're a white woman or a black woman, we all have it as women worse. And then, I wish some women would see that too, because it's like there is no privilege like to truly being a woman here. Like, everything is like they want to orchestrate everything you do. And then if you refuse to be that ideal, like nothing but somebody who wants love and like basically a shell of yourself with no substance other than thinking and considering what a man might think. I got to consider what men might think before I put on an outfit and go outside, like like in public, because a man might find me attractive. Like that's way too much. Like I'm like, I can't appeal to men. I have to humble that. Like I have to spend my life trying to humble that, dressing in baggy clothes, skimpy clothes, whatever I feel like for that day. And that's exactly how I do it here. I don't care about no dumb bitch talking about my outfit, my tits. Oh, and then I'm glad you're wearing. It's like, shut up. As women, we are people and we can do what the fuck we want, and it's nobody's business. You don't have to be rude to people, disrespectful, especially when you're up in your establishments and stuff. Like, and this is another thing, a lot of you guys don't care to fit in. So they were waiting for you to come around to reject you. But all they had to put more into you than then they could get you pulled into them. So them coming after you like that made them look weird and like a stalker here. A lot of you guys got stalkers and imitators, and they wanted to do everything subconsciously, and this bitch couldn't get your attention either. Like, here, and they could. It's funny too because nobody could steal my man. So people try to go against guys that I rejected, guys that I roasted, guys. I'm like, ew, get the hell out of my face, like, cause I'm like, I treat men like crap, and I don't care, like, yo, so like I'm like, and then though when I have a unique bond, like it ends because of me and that person. I'm very soul connected here, and that could be the same case with you. It's like it's no humbling you. So people try to imitate you, mirror you to get next to you too. But then they end up having some sort of spiritual awakening. So like starting where we left off, somebody wants to imitate, a lot of people want to imitate your Eunice, because after stalking you and not being able to bring you down, they're seeing other people lift you up here. So it's like if you were that weird singer, maybe you broke free from the band and now you're just on stage, do in a crowd full of people. You got so many supporters. You got people giving you flowers all set. You got people that want to buy your paintings, your tattoos. You're not just an ideal of a creative woman. A lot of you guys are successful and you're going to be successful. And I'm speaking that into existence. And I know it's hard when a lot of people go against you, especially when you did nothing, like, and then some of you guys are still trying to digest that, breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Like, yes, they tried you. Yes, it was so wrong, but that's just what people like to do. For some reason, they just like to play games with other people. They just like to hurt other people. But as far as you, success is going to be your greatest revenge here. Follow your dreams, make up your mind, believe in yourself. Follow your dreams, make up your mind, believe in yourself. You have a lot of possibilities coming in for you.